Hey everyone, I'm Angela from GYB Bags Travel, and welcome back to the Week Report, where each week we break down the biggest cruise news, share practical cruise tips, and help you cruise smarter. On today's show, a major update in the ongoing Royal Caribbean Perfect Day Mexico controversy. Norwegian's private island is facing scrutiny over environmental violations. Carnival unveils a wave of new dining experiences, and the U.S. Embassy is warning cruisers about a popular activity in Nassau. Plus, stay tuned to the end, because in this week's Grab Your Bags Tip of the Week, I'm sharing some lesser-known celebrity cruise loyalty perks that could help you start earning rewards even before you step on board your first sailing. So let's get started. We'll begin with an update on a story we covered in our very first episode of the Week Report. The controversy surrounding Royal Caribbean's proposed Perfect Day Mexico project continues to grow. A petition opposing the development has now surpassed 5 million signatures, even after Mexico's environmental agency rejected the original proposal. As you'll remember from our first episode, we discussed this project and heard insights from Royal Caribbean about their plans for expanding private destinations. The proposed development faced significant opposition from environmental groups and local residents who raised concerns about impacts on coral reefs, mangroves, wildlife, and community access to the coastline. While the original project was rejected, this story is far from over. Royal Caribbean has indicated it remains interested in investing in Mexico and is reportedly exploring alternative options and locations with government officials. This is a developing story that could have major implications for cruise itineraries in the Western Caribbean. So we'll continue following it here on the Wake Report and bring you updates as they happen. And speaking of private destinations, our next story involves another cruise line's private island, this time in the Bahamas. Norwegian Cruise Line's private island, Great Stirrup Key in the Bahamas, is making headlines for a different reason. Bahamian officials announced that Great Stirrup Key has paid approximately $840,000 in environmental penalties following an investigation into violations dating back to the COVID-era period. Authorities cited issues relating to environmental compliance requirements and development activities on the island. Government officials stressed that the goal wasn't simply collecting fines, but ensuring that companies operating in environmentally sensitive areas follow regulations designed to protect these destinations for future generations. For cruisers, this serves as another reminder that cruise line private islands are becoming increasingly important to the industry, but they are also facing greater scrutiny from governments and environmental organizations. As cruise lines continue investing billions into private destinations and beach clubs, expect environmental oversight to remain a major topic moving forward. Now let's shift gears from private islands to one of everyone's favorite cruise topics, food. Carnival Cruise Line has unveiled what it's calling the Next Course, a major expansion of dining options across the fleet and on future ships. The announcement includes several new restaurant concepts that will debut on Carnival Festival in 2027 and Carnival Tropical in 2028. Among the new venues are an Emerald Lagasse-inspired seafood restaurant, a Hawaiian Asian dining venue, a Mediterranean concept blending Italian and Greek flavors called fettuccine, and a new French restaurant. Carnival is also rolling out updates fleet-wide, including refreshed main dining room menus, new breakfast options, expanded grab-and-go offerings, and enhancements designed to speed up dining service. Food continues to be one of the biggest factors cruisers consider when choosing a vacation, and Carnival is clearly investing heavily in giving guests more variety and more choices at sea. Now I want to hear from you. What is your favorite place to eat on a Carnival cruise ship? Is there a restaurant you never miss or one you wish they'd bring back? Personally, I just love the warm melting cake. Let me know in the comments below. The U.S. Embassy in Nassau has issued a new safety alert advising American travelers to avoid renting jet skis in the Bahamas, particularly around Nassau and Paradise Island. The warning follows multiple reports of serious accidents, injuries, and sexual assaults connected to unlicensed jet ski operators. According to embassy officials, several Americans have been hospitalized in recent years, and multiple incidents involving tourists being taken to isolated locations have been reported. U.S. government employees are now prohibited from renting jet skis in these areas. Now, it's important to note that Nassau remains one of the most popular cruise ports in the Caribbean, and millions of visitors enjoy the destination safely every year. The concern specifically with unauthorized or unregulated operators approaching tourists directly on beaches. So the takeaway for cruisers is simple. If you're interested in water sports or excursions, book through your cruise line or a reputable licensed operator rather than accepting offers from vendors on the beach. And speaking of getting the most value from your cruise vacation, that brings us to this week's Grab Your Bags Tip of the Week. Now, this week's Grab Your Bag Tip of the Week is all about getting more value from Celebrity Cruises' Captain Club's loyalty program. Celebrity Cruises recently announced new milestone rewards within its Captain Club's loyalty program that took effect on June 11, adding several new recognition levels between Elite Plus and Zenith status. The changes include additional Wi-Fi benefits, specialty dining discounts, complimentary photos, onboard amenities, and even new rewards for cruisers who go beyond the coveted Zenith level. Now, most cruisers hear about loyalty programs and immediately think,
that's great for people who cruise all the time.
But if you've just booked your first Celebrity cruise, or you've sailed Celebrity before but haven't reached those higher loyalty levels yet, there are actually several benefits you can start taking advantage of right now. My first tip is simple. Make sure you sign up for a Captain Club account, even before your first sailing. Many cruisers don't realize that Celebrity occasionally sends members invitations to webinars, surveys, and promotional activities that can earn you power-up points. Those points add up. Every 10 power-up points converts to 1 Captain's Club point. And while that may not sound like much, you only need 2 Captain Club's points to unlock your very first onboard reward, a complimentary scoop of gelato. It's a small perk, but it's also a great example of how loyalty rewards can start before you ever step on board a ship. So if you're new to Celebrity or just can't sail often, watch for those emails, participate when opportunities come up, and start building your account. My second tip involves one of the most overlooked Captain Club's benefits, category upgrades. After your first sailing, you may qualify for a complimentary 1 category upgrade when available. Now, I stress the word may because availability is key. The upgrade must remain within the same cabin category. For example, if you're booked a veranda stateroom and a higher veranda category is available, you may be eligible to move up. However, you can't move from a standard veranda to concierge class or concierge to aqua class. Aqua class is the highest you can go, and the program excludes suites and guarantee cabin categories. But it's still a valuable perk many cruisers forget to check. My third tip is one of the easiest ways to save money. Take a few minutes before every sailing to review the current club benefits chart. Many members focus only on onboard perks and overlook pre-cruise savings that can include discounts on beverage packages, internet packages, specialty dining, laundry services, and more depending on your loyalty level. And finally, don't forget that Captain's Club's benefits aren't limited to the ship. I've personally used Celebrity Cruise Night Out program to receive discounts on theater tickets, and members can also find offers through partners as 1-800-Flowers, and MGM Resorts. The bottom line is this: even if you're not cruising every month, there are opportunities to earn rewards and save money and get more value from your membership. So let me know in the comments which cruise line loyalty program is your favorite. Is it Celebrity, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And now it's time for Photo of the Week. This week's photo was submitted by Lee T on board the beautiful Celebrity Silhouette. Thank you so much for sharing this amazing cruise memory with us, Lee. If you'd like to have your cruise photo featured on a future episode of the Wake Report, send it to me using the information below, and your photo can be featured in an upcoming show. And that's going to do it for us for this edition of the Wake Report. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your favorite cruise buddy. Don't forget to leave your thoughts on the stories we covered today, especially the Carnival dining announcements and your favorite cruise loyalty program. Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy cruising.